A select group of world leaders have dined in South Korea on the sidelines of the APEC summit. The special guest of honour was, the United States President Donald Trump, who will today sit down for trade talks with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping. Our political reporter Stephanie Boris is in Gyeongju in South Korea and joins us now. Good morning, Steffi. What can you tell us about this dinner?
Good morning, James. Well, it was a dinner like no other, but it wasn't super flashy, at least by Donald Trump standards. It was just held in a room here at the Hilton hotel, but the invite list was what was pretty exclusive. Just 7 leaders invited. Among them, we had New Zealand, Canada, Thailand, and of course, the big name from Australia's point of view was Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. Now, the group was offered wine from President Trump's son's vineyard. You could have taken your pick between a Shardy or a Cab Sav, and this all makes sense now why the Prime Minister Anthony Albanese cut short his trip to Malaysia to head here to South Korea because of this dinner last night. Mr Albanese, in fact, sitting right next to the US President Donald Trump, who singled him out during the dinner, referring to the meeting that they had last week in Washington, DC.
We had a great meeting a week ago. You came all the way and now you came here, but this isn't quite as far. This time I traveled far, but you've done a fantastic job. We're working together on rare earths, but we're working on a lot of things together, and it's all working out very well.
There you go, Steffi. Donald Trump, of course, speaking there with Anthony Albanese. And today is really the long-anticipated day, the meeting between the leaders of 2 superpowers. What do we know about this?
Well, the reason we're here in South Korea, James, is actually for what's called the APEC summit. It's 21 leaders come together to talk about economic prosperity and trade. But as you mentioned, that's not really the focus at all because of this meeting that's going on today between the US and Chinese presidents. They'll be talking trade, trying to come to a trade truce. President Trump last night telling those 7 leaders he's expecting the meeting to go for about 3 to 4 hours. But he was very positive about the potential outcome. The US is looking to potentially reduce those tariffs that it imposed on China, but in return, China has to give things back to the US as well. One of those reducing those restrictions that it imposed on rare earth minerals.